About 100 meters off the shore of Camiguin Island, there is this giant cross. It marks the site of a graveyard sunk beneath the waves about 150 years ago. See, this is volcano Vulcan, and it erupted, knocking this section of the island underwater, bringing with it an ancient graveyard. Today we're exploring the Sunken Cemetery off Camiguin Island in Mindanao, Philippines. Let's go. On the adventure team today,
hello, good morning.
we have Aitz, our local contact slash badass.
Who?
We have Alex, freediver. We have Betty, freediver. And we have our guide. What's our guide's name?
John.
John. Hey man. Good to meet you.
And then we can go to first to the clams, and then you can see the old cross under the water.
So crazy. There was originally an old cross that fell into the water when the volcano erupted, and now that's still there.
Yes.
But they've put a marker where it used to be.
Almost 22 years old, the marker, built in 1996.
In 1996.
But this area is sunk in 1871.
1871.
The volcano, that's the volcano, the reason why sunk this area.
Over there.
Yeah, and then before the volcano eruption, strong earthquake, and then this area is down. And then erupt the volcano in 1871, almost 147 years ago. But no can say grave because all covered by the coral.
Yeah.
Before you can see the mini graves there, but destroyed by strong typhoon, the big wave, all broken, and then the coral grow in the broken graves.
Amazing. Let's go. Found a sea snake. Tough snorkel out there. It's amazing though, all around this cross you can see fragments and pieces of the old cemetery. A lot of old concrete shapes that are covered in 150 years of coral growth. This cross they built 30 years ago, 20 years ago, to mark the site as a memorial for those who were buried here and then reburied from the lava. I saw one photo of being able to get inside of the cross itself. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, there's no gate. Oh, and there is a ladder. Don't climb, danger, delicate. Well, on the channel, I think a common misconception of Fearless and Far is we like to do things that are dangerous. I like to make calculated risks if I feel like I can do so safely. While there is a ladder, it does say danger, do not climb. That ladder, the steel, if I can show you, is almost completely corroded by sea air. And while that view up there would be breathtaking, I imagine, it's not worth one of those pieces of ladder breaking. I love this place though. It's a little bit haunting, and I gotta say, thinking about if I had a grave here that was just sunk beneath the ocean and the earth, I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit sad for those people. I guess the whole point of a gravestone is so it lasts there forever and generation after generation can come see, if that happens. If you have children of children that want to go see your grave, I guess. But the idea of putting a lasting marker, that's the idea of a gravestone, something there that people can always come see and remember you by. Just being lost and buried and sunken. Yeah, makes you kind of feel like, what's the point? And maybe that's a more immediate example, because again, eventually over time, won't all gravestones be lost? If you have a gravestone that goes in the ground, I mean, it's not going to be there forever. Let's be realistic. At some point, it's got to be destroyed or buried or broken. So whether it be in 50 years or 100 years or 200 years, it's still going to be gone forever. I don't know, man. I think we're getting a little bit too deep into what it means to be a human on this planet. But hey, sometimes we do that on the channel. If you've seen any of my other graveyard videos, you come to a place like this and you think about life. And it's good that we all do that sometimes. It's also good that sometimes we forget about it and just jump back in the ocean, see some corals, see some fish, and maybe get a coconut. Because we're on a tropical island, and it's beautiful. And there's a time and place to think too much about death. And it's not today. Let's go! This is how I've been carrying my underwater camera for the whole day. We get on the scooter and we put it right here, and I have to hold it with my feet. And so every time we go over a bump, I'm afraid that it's gonna fall off. Anyway, the reality is behind the scenes.
Like this, ready? I'm holding a GoPro in my mouth right now. See that? Every single bump, I have to keep it like this, like this. Anyway, we're off. Oh shit! That was the kickstand.
I forgot to put the kickstand up. I had the GoPro. Well, the kickstand is very much up now. No, it's okay. I think I just gave it to you anyway.
What?
I think I just gave it to you.
No, it was on the table, so I
Oh, okay.
get it anyway.
So this used to be the cathedral.
Wait, you're sweating like crazy. We're just
Am I
looking
sweating
for
too
your-
much? I know. The thing about being
Asked us.
the thing about doing this job is you're always thinking about the shots and what you need and who you have to talk to, and you always put things down places.
The thing is, like, we're here.
So I put the GoPro down and I was like, I lost the GoPro.
That's what you have here.
But I've
You
got
have
friends
us here.
to steal things and hide
What
them.
would you do without us?
I would lose my GoPro probably. I have a surprise for us. Are you ready?
What? Candles.
One candle each.
You pray for your dead families, I think.
You pray for
I don't
your dead
really
things.
normally do this.
It looks like some of them got a little bit too hot. Look at them, they're just drooping over. So this must have been built like 1840 50s or something. Right?
1620.
1620
It was destroyed 1871.
in the earthquake.
Volcanic eruption.
All right, give us a breakdown. What's your name?
Margie.
Margie. Nice to meet you, Margie.
Hi.
So tell us a bit about it. So you said it was built in 1620
1623.
by
Spanish.
the Spanish.
Yes.
And so it was around for about 200 years, 250
For now, it's 395 years.
now, today. And the church obviously was destroyed in the volcano.
Yes.
I think it's amazing that this is almost 400 years old.
And then this church is made with corals, limestone, and egg white.
An egg white
Yes.
as a binding agent.
Yes, because there's no cement before, so.
Coral, limestone, and egg white. I never thought you could build a church with eggs.
You can really see the coral that they used as bricks. A brief account of the Mount Vulcan eruption, May 13th, 1871. 6 p.m. Cotabato, the capital of Camiguin Island, was a quiet and attractive town, verdant in its natural wonders. Its peaceful shores provided strolling grounds for its inhabitants as they bask under the gracious moonlight. Suddenly.
That is a pretty dramatic start to the story. Tranquility came to a halt as a subterranean rumbling soughed undescribable terror. You guys have to read this. You guys have to read this, it's hilarious. Cotabato was but a dreadful pile of ruins. The single volcanic eruption buried a beautiful town into obscurity. Hundreds of lives were lost while the survivors sought refuge in the open country that gave them hope for tomorrow. Dun dun dun. Well, that's quite a story. Are you ready? Okay, I am wrapping up my trip here in Camiguin Island, unfortunately, but I have to give this girl a huge hug.
Yay.
Because she helped so much planning the trips.
You're welcome. And I enjoyed it, huh?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Of course.
Honestly, Camiguin is a beautiful place. There's very few foreign tourists, very few tourists at all,
Yeah.
actually, and it's like
Luckily.
island paradise. If you're here, make sure to come say hi to Aitz at her cafe, which is Hiya Hi. They have awesome vegan, vegetarian food, amazing smoothie bowls. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Bang!
The smoothie bowl.
Enjoy.
It's a work of art.
With edible flowers, don't forget.
With edible flowers. If you haven't seen the other videos of Camiguin Island, make sure to check those out. They're in the bottom. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. And if you want to check out my Patreon community, I share some stories from the road that are a little bit too wild for YouTube. Experience over possessions. If you're here, make sure to check out the cafe. Say hi to Aitz. I'll catch
You're
you
always welcome here.
next time. Peace.